when dementia residents are first admitted to a D3 initial entry dementia unit, they are independent with feeding. After about 3 years though, around a third need help, either with encouragement, assistance with hand over hand feeding, or actual feeding. So in terms of the dining area with dementia residents, those that are independent with their eating sit on the periphery. Those that need encouragement are near the servery where the nurses and carers are, and those that actually need feeding, complete feeding, are right at the servery, which can be a very noisy, distracting place. Now, dementia residents become disinterested in food because they either forget to eat it, they don't like it, or they don't find it appealing or interesting. So in terms of being able to help a dementia resident gain an interest in their food, it's really helpful if you can come to the dementia unit and have the meal with your mother. So ways to be able to help with this. Really, the first thing is encouragement. Well, the first thing is actually being there, because when a person a dementia resident is having their meal in the dining room, it can be a very confusing, confounding place, because there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of distraction. And if the person has just been admitted and doesn't know anyone, it can really put them off their appetite. They definitely don't feel like eating when there's a lot of crowd and there's a lot of noise. And, you know, if you're used to eating your meal in peace, to then try and eat in such an environment, sometimes you just don't feel like it at all. Whereas if you come in with your mother and sit at the dining table with her and with her other colleagues at the dining table, it just makes a more homely atmosphere, more relaxed, more natural. You can converse with the other ladies, get the conversation going, and there's more chance then that your mother's appetite will stimulate with a bit of encouragement to be able to eat the food. Because encouragement is needed, because dementia residents so easily just lose interest in it. They just don't feel like it. They don't like the look of it. It's too much. It's not enough. It's whatever. But if you can encourage mum with the food and explain to her what the food is for a start, sometimes they don't recognise what it is that's on the plate. They don't want to eat something strange they don't know about. It's not their home cooking, so they don't know what it is. Fancy recipes, some of it, they've never seen it before. So if you just explain, oh, you know, mum, this is the usual macaroni cheese done in a different style, then she'll think, oh, well, you know, I like macaroni cheese, and if this is it, well, let's give it a try. So you need to be a little bit inventive, encouraging. So that's on the periphery. Now, if your mother is really having difficulties with eating and has moved closer to the servery, that is where she will definitely need encouragement, and probably some hand over hand encouragement with eating. So she's eating more or less independently, but you are encouraging her to do so. Now, of course, not too quickly. They do like to eat slowly, take their time, and make sure that what they're eating is what they like to eat and that it's delicious. Now, of course, they all love, well, I used to find when I worked at the dementia unit that everyone loves ice cream and cake. Ice cream, puddings, chocolate fudge, apple crumble, peach sponge, all the favourites. They'll eat the dessert, but the main course, especially vegetables, very difficult to get it going. All those nutrient-filled vegetables, which are so important, are as important for the elderly as the young. So they need to be encouraged. Now, drinking's another big topic, drinking water. Dementia residents will never be drinking enough water, because the water jug is in their room, a little water jug of about 2 glasses max. They're not in their room a lot of the day, and when they're there, they either forget to drink it, don't see it, or don't remind themselves that it's important to drink water. And at meal times, they may have a glass of orange juice, but generally not water unless they ask for it, which is rare. And morning and afternoon tea is an actual cup of tea. So water, fluids, hydration is so important. So whenever you visit, go to the room or go to the kitchen, get a lovely big glass of water, give it to your mother, father to drink, and stay there while they drink it. Not just to say, Mum, it's important to drink, but make sure you stay with her as she drinks it. Every glass of water makes the difference, because without water, hydration, headaches, listlessness, urinary tract infections, so many more complications than what there already is. And we want to reduce complications, not increase them. So these are ways to be able to help with eating and drinking for your parent in a dementia unit. It's really important. And, you know, just keeping on the case with everything, but coming to the meal with your parent, see what's going on, whether they're eating, you know, the menu suits them, whether they're enjoying it, whether the portion size are suitable, etc., etc. And if not, you can talk to the nurse, charge nurse about it. So I've written about these topics in the Resident's Voice, Resident's Rise, all in the description below. Good gifts, good books. Thanks for your interest and likes. Please pass on.